Lucifer is a figure that is mentioned in the biblical text, also known as the Bible and the Holy Scriptures. The name Lucifer is derived from the Latin word luciferus, which means light bringer. In the Bible, Lucifer is first described as the most beautiful angel created by God and held the highest position next to God. In the beginning, Lucifer was considered a beloved creation of God and was praised for his beauty and power. However, over time, Lucifer began to develop pride and became envious of God's power. He began to boast about his own beauty and greatness and eventually led a rebellion against God. This act of defiance resulted in Lucifer being cast out of heaven and sent to hell. From this point forward, Lucifer became known as Satan, or the devil. He is often depicted as the embodiment of evil and is associated with deception, temptation, and destruction. In the Bible, Satan is portrayed as an adversary to God and is constantly trying to lead people away from the truth and towards sin. It is important to note that Lucifer's transformation from a beautiful angel to a fallen one is a metaphor for the dangers of pride and the consequences of defying authority. This story serves as a warning to individuals to avoid becoming too full of themselves and to remain humble in the face of greatness. In conclusion, Lucifer's depiction as the most beautiful angel in the Bible serves as a reminder of the power of pride and the dangers of becoming too full of oneself. Despite his fall from grace, Lucifer remains an important figure in biblical and religious texts and continues to captivate the imagination of individuals to this day. Lucifer's rebellion against God and subsequent fall from grace is a central theme in the Bible and is described in the book of Isaiah and in the New Testament in the book of Revelation. According to the biblical account, Lucifer's pride and envy of God's power led him to believe that he was just as great, if not greater, than God himself. He convinced a third of the angels in heaven to join him in a rebellion against God. This act of defiance resulted in Lucifer and the angels who followed him being cast out of heaven and sent to hell. In the book of Revelation, Lucifer is described as the dragon, serpent, and the devil, and is portrayed as the ruler of hell. The text states that Satan will be thrown into the lake of fire, where he will be tormented forever. Lucifer's fall from grace serves as a warning to individuals to avoid the dangers of pride and the consequences of defying authority. It is a reminder that those who turn their backs on God and engage in acts of rebellion will ultimately face judgment and punishment. In conclusion, in the Bible and Holy Scriptures, Lucifer plays a significant role as a symbol of evil and a reminder of the dangers of pride and rebellion. The story of his fall from grace serves as a warning to individuals to avoid the dangers of pride and the consequences of defying authority. Lucifer is often referred to as Satan or the devil, and is associated with evil and wrongdoing. According to the Bible, Satan is the embodiment of evil and is constantly trying to lead people away from the truth and towards sin. The transformation of Lucifer into Satan is often seen as a metaphor for the dangers of pride and the consequences of defying authority. Satan's actions in the Bible are often portrayed as being motivated by his envy of God's power and his desire to lead people away from God's truth. In many religious traditions, Satan is considered the enemy of God and is believed to be the source of all evil and wrongdoing in the world. He is often depicted as a tempter who uses deceit and temptation to lead people away from the path of righteousness and towards sin. In conclusion, Lucifer is often referred to as Satan or the devil, and is associated with evil and wrongdoing. According to the Bible, Satan is the embodiment of evil and is constantly trying to lead people away from the truth and towards sin. The story of Lucifer's transformation into Satan serves as a warning to individuals to avoid the dangers of pride and the consequences of defying authority. Lucifer has been depicted in various cultural and mythological beliefs beyond his depiction in the Christian tradition. For example, in ancient Roman mythology, Lucifer was the name of the god of the morning star, associated with bringing light and new beginnings. In Gnosticism, Lucifer was seen as a benevolent angel who brought knowledge to humanity. This interpretation is in stark contrast to the Christian depiction of Lucifer as the embodiment of evil. In some esoteric traditions, Lucifer is revered as a symbol of illumination and is associated with knowledge and truth. In these traditions, Lucifer is seen as a bringer of light and wisdom, rather than evil and darkness. In popular culture, Lucifer has been depicted in various works of fiction, including literature, movies, and television shows. These depictions often present Lucifer as a complex and multidimensional character, challenging the traditional black and white portrayal of him as pure evil. In conclusion, beyond his depiction in the Christian tradition, Lucifer has been depicted in various cultural and mythological beliefs in ways that are vastly different from his traditional depiction as the embodiment of evil. In these different depictions, Lucifer is often portrayed as a complex and multidimensional character, associated with knowledge, truth, light, and wisdom, among other things. Lucifer has been widely used in fantasy literature and popular culture, often presenting a complex and multidimensional portrayal of the character. Here are a few examples. Paradise Lost. John Milton's epic poem, Paradise Lost, presents Lucifer as a tragic figure, who rebels against God due to his pride and envy. The Divine Comedy. In Dante Alighieri's The Divine Comedy, Lucifer is depicted as the ruler of hell, punished for his pride and rebellion against God. Comic books. In comic books, Lucifer has been depicted as a powerful and charismatic character, often playing the role of an anti-hero or villain. The character of Lucifer has been widely used in television shows, often presenting a more nuanced and complex portrayal of the character. One popular example is the TV series, Lucifer, which depicts the character as a suave and charming individual who becomes embroiled in solving crimes in Los Angeles. In conclusion, Lucifer has been widely used in fantasy literature and popular culture, often presenting a complex and multidimensional portrayal of the character. These depictions often challenge the traditional black and white depiction of Lucifer as pure evil and present him as a complex and multifaceted character. There are several misconceptions and myths surrounding Lucifer, particularly in popular culture. Here are a few examples. Lucifer is the ruler of hell. While Lucifer is often depicted as the ruler of hell in popular culture, this is not a universally accepted belief. In the Bible, hell is ruled by demons, not Lucifer. Lucifer is synonymous with Satan. While Lucifer and Satan are often used interchangeably, they are not the same being. In the Bible, Satan is a specific entity, while Lucifer is a reference to the morning star and is used to describe Satan only in the book of Isaiah. Lucifer is pure evil. This is a common misconception, particularly in popular culture. While Lucifer is often depicted as evil, his motivations and actions in different beliefs and cultures can vary widely. In some beliefs, Lucifer is seen as a tragic figure who rebelled against God due to his pride and envy, while in others he is revered as a bringer of light and knowledge. Lucifer is a single entity. In popular culture, Lucifer is often depicted as a single entity. However, in different beliefs and cultures, Lucifer can have multiple representations and interpretations. In conclusion, there are several misconceptions and myths surrounding Lucifer, particularly in popular culture. It is important to understand the different beliefs and interpretations surrounding the character in order to gain a more nuanced and accurate understanding of his role and significance. The conclusion about Lucifer depends on the individual's belief system and cultural background. In some belief systems, Lucifer is seen as a symbol of evil and deception, punished for his rebellion against God and his efforts to lead humanity astray. In others, he is seen as a complex and multidimensional character, embodying both good and evil qualities and representing aspects such as pride, knowledge, and freedom. In popular culture, the depiction of Lucifer can vary widely, from a purely evil and malevolent being to a charismatic anti-hero with a troubled past. In conclusion, the perception of Lucifer as either a symbol of evil and deception or as a complex and multidimensional character depends on one's belief system and cultural background. It is important to consider the different beliefs and interpretations surrounding the character in order to gain a more nuanced and accurate understanding of his role and significance. Whether viewed as a symbol of evil and deception or as a multidimensional character embodying both good and evil qualities, the significance of Lucifer is open to interpretation and is dependent on one's cultural and religious background.